Hey there and welcome to the Dave Does channel, and today I'm going to be checking out a band called Frank Never Dies, and the song is Red Moon Rising. This has been on my list to check out for a while now, and sorry, I just had an alert come through there. It's been on my list to check out for a while now, and for some reason I think I've been waiting to do it on the ABK channel. We've never got around to it because there's always been new releases that we've had to do, so it's just got kind of left to one side. But so over on the Dave Does, we're going to check it out. Know nothing about the band, nothing about the song. We'll be talking as I see things in the video and of course summarising at the end. Let's go check it out. Okay, so it's a 6-minute 45 or 6-minute 46 second song. Quite a long song actually. Okay, not a big drum kit, so it's not exactly going to be playing blast beats and loads of crazy fills. Almost a little bit Tool-esque, I think, at this point. Slightly tribal elements with tribal beats. See how it builds. Up and down. And he's playing with brushes, which is interesting. You can actually hear it in the recording, so it's great to see he's doing continuity for the video as well. The question is, will it switch up? I mean, this falls into, I would guess, alternative metal. I love the word alternative. What was it? Alternative to what? What's alternative to whatever's popular? But yeah, Tool-esque is definitely a good way of putting this. Great build up. As a musician, you really enjoy doing these things. Art rock. I mean, we're getting to the Doors territory at this point now. It's Tool meets the Doors. Now, this is not something I would ever normally listen to, but I'm actually this is pleasantly enjoyable. For being a bit off the wall, a bit kooky. I'm constantly waiting for, like, when's it going to kind of drop in and just go a bit nuts, but I've got a feeling this is not going to happen. I think it's going to go back to a chill again. It also reminds me of The Cure a little bit. The song Burn, that was on the Crow soundtrack. Every night I dream the sun. I understand why it's now 6 minutes and 46 seconds long, this. Keeps repeating this like fire. Dun, 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 like fire. I just think of it as Beavis. Fire. This is also, like, video-wise, kind of going back in very retro style to, like, the off-the-wall guys of the 80s, 90s. So it's all been building, and then we get to this section now. Is this going to really, like, change, or is it? Please don't go back to fire a bit, because I think you're then just labouring the point. Nice build up. Shame it doesn't really go anywhere. It's just going back into a chilled solo. Bang, 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 boom. Which, what's the money? It's the first thing he's going to say is fire on the next bit after the solo. You're hearing like almost a little bit of like the alternative acid jazz vibes going on, like freeform jam sessions. This feels like this was built out of a big jam. Oh, okay. Interesting. Get almost again this kind of emotional tribal outpouring here. Just don't know where this song's going, really. It really feels like this should be part of a full album that you sort of listen to from start to finish. And you take it as like a journey. I've had a few albums like that. They don't necessarily work as singles, songs off an album, but the album itself is a great piece. Again, we're back to the Doors in vibe here. Effectively, it's alternative rock, but deeper, not like Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, Jane's Addiction, Jane's Addiction is just absolutely stoned off their nuts, basically. This is kind of vibing like. Okay, that was Frank Never Dies and Red Moon Rising. Really interesting, different track. Songs like this I actually really enjoy. Not for the sake of like they're a fun song to listen to. I'm going to put it on in my car and just kind of vibe out on it as I'm driving anywhere. But I like them because there are elements of them that are really easy to quantify. You kind of go, that fits here, but then they throw so many curveballs at you. You're trying to work out the composition. You're trying to rationalize the decision making that the band went through to kind of go, it should be, this is the verse, this is the chorus, and you're trying to almost put together the thought process for that. When they wrote this song, how did they get from here to here? And songs like this are not simple to do. I mean, we've got influences here. Tool is a huge influence and the Doors is a massive influence. Now the Doors were a big influence on Tool, and so you could just say it's Tool, but I feel like they've taken the Tool and that's their starting block, and they've gone back to listen to kind of that 70s vibe of just tripped out exploration of music, and they've done it really well. I mean, it felt it was building up to like a big metal-y rock drop crescendo, and it never went there, and I think it's probably right that it didn't. It was obvious for me that that's where it wanted to go, and it may have been obvious for them at the time that that's where they were gonna go, but maybe they were like, yeah, no, we've built, and then we're just gonna leave you there, and we're gonna give you this solo, and then we're gonna bring you back down again. We don't want you to have this big metal-y break moment, because actually we want you to continue on your journey. This isn't the point we want to take you to. We want to give you a little bit of build up anxiety, we want to build up that anticipation, then we're just going to taper it back off again, and then on the next song we're going to take you on this journey. And that's what I mean, it feels like you're in track 3 of an album, and this is just part of it. You've had track 1, track 2, which have been your introduction, your first tale, and this is now the bit where it's building you up and taking you on to the next part of the story. And I like that. We've had a few. Sol Negra is probably the most obvious one that I did for ADK. The songs themselves on Sol Negra's album were very good, but when you listen to it as part of a whole, it was one of those times where you want to put headphones on and just shut out, not do stuff at the same time. Same as like this, you don't want to be sitting there trying to do video editing like I'll do and have music on the background, or have the TV going and have a bit of music just to keep your brain occupied, because you're missing so much of what's potentially available there. You really want to kind of switch off, put the music on and watch this and just listen to it and try and let it take you. So obviously I've tried to analyze it, and that's the hard part, because I'm trying to keep the brain going, trying to utilize it. And actually the best way to enjoy that song would have been to just sit there and forget the camera's there, forget about the video, and just kind of go duh, and just let me know how I feel, because I think this is very much an emotional journey song versus detail and standard track composition, if that makes sense. But yeah, Frank Never Dies, very interesting. We'll have to check them out further. Like to know what you think in the comments down below. Now, if you enjoyed the video today, please do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you on a video sometime very soon. Take care.